Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the crochet along. I haven't started. Obviously the garnet burgundy color is my first color. That is the birthstone of our oldest grandson. And so I'm going to start with his birthstone and the hook that matches it. I've been deciding stitches, so I have come up with 4 I'm definitely doing. I'm gonna do the Trinity Stitch for sure. What is the other one I marked on here? I marked the multiples of 2 because there's a lot of them to choose from, and then I narrowed it down from there. So the Trinity Stitch is the one on this page. This one I marked the simple V stitch. That's single crochet V-stitch. Definitely want to do that. Down here is the 2 double crochet cluster. That's one of my favorite stitches ever. Want to do that. So that's 3 stitches. And then I marked the herringbone double crochet. That's 4 stitches. So I have to come up with one more. We have 5 grandchildren. I haven't decided on the 5th one yet. I know I don't want it to be open lace work, so the Regina Cardi, I don't want to do that. I want them to be sort of all textured in a way somehow. So I don't want to do the granny stitch. I was thinking about the South Dakota Sunrise blanket, the stitch I used in that. It is multiples of 2 plus 3. I think I could make it work with just being multiples of 2. See, when you start the project for the blanket, it is multiples of 2 plus 3, but then you don't need that, like you're chaining 3 at the end of your first chain. So I'm thinking I might do that one because I really, really, really like that stitch a lot. But then there's, you know, other ones that I can do as well that are even in numbers, and then I would just have to chain to compensate. But I think I'm going to try to make that work. So I'm going to mark that one as my fifth stitch. And then I got to decide which one I want to start with. Maybe I'll start with the South Dakota Sunrise blanket stitch. And I honestly was unsure of how far I wanted to go with the colors. I guess that is a work as I go thing, because depending on how far I can get with one ball of yarn, maybe one is enough to do a section for like a lap blanket wrap. Let me tell you the measurements that I'm going to try to work to. My chair in the living room is where I sit, the base part is about 30 inches wide. So if I go 32 inches wide, I think that would be good. And then lengthwise, big enough to wrap around me. So I'm thinking 60 to 70, and that all depends on like how far the yarn goes. So it's all a wait and see thing. I just need to start the project, and then I'll know how far one skein goes, you know, as far as one stitch goes. And then when I switch to my next color of yarn, that will change because the stitch that I use for the second one will be different than the first. So it won't be the same amount, which is all okay with me. It's just a matter of starting it. So underneath my papers here, I got stuff going on. I've sent 3 packages out this week. One was interesting. One was the prize for this last giveaway that actually got returned to me because I didn't get the apartment number on there, but it was really beat up when it got here. So I double boxed it because it was like, woo, it was really beat up. That I had to do a swap that I was in Summer's Facebook. I needed to send that package out, and then the this giveaway I had to send out. I had to wait for all of that. When YouTubers get paid, it's once a month, and it is between like the 21st and the 26th or something, depending on how they pay you, if there's a weekend, all the things. Just once a month you get paid. And I wasn't paid last month because I didn't. You have to meet a threshold of $100 to get paid. So you can work and work and work. If you make less than 100, you don't get paid. So I didn't get paid last month because I didn't work enough. And so I'm waiting for this payday to get the giveaways for this cal set up. And I also had to wait for sending stuff until we had enough cash to do so, because, you know, it doesn't grow on trees. So yeah, I just thought I would share that with you so that you know I'm doing things. Behind the paper, I'm doing things for an amigurumi that I'm making. It's a sponsored video, so that's required of me. That's one of the reasons why I haven't started my cal project yet. But also, with that being said, I said that this cal was not going to be a fast-paced cal. I'm purposely taking my time on this to enjoy the make, to love the make, to not feel pressured by the make. This is a very symbolic and meaningful make for me, and I don't just want to throw something together. That's not what this is about. The reason that it is meaningful is why I'm taking my time on it. So I do plan on starting that. I probably won't start stitching on my cal until Sunday. Reason for that is I spend time with our granddaughter on Saturdays, and so I kind of give the day to her. I don't really do anything unless I have to the morning of, and then we spend the afternoon going into night with her. So I really don't do anything on Saturdays for the channel unless it's required. But Sunday is like, it's time to relax day. So I think Sunday I'll probably start my wrap/lap blanket, which I am aiming to be around 32 by 62, whatever, 70. I don't know. Well, it's a wait and see. Picked my stitches out. If you have any questions on that and you're in the Facebook group, ask me. I'm also going to probably make that private now. We only have a handful of members, but that's fine. I just thought I would let it be open for people to join, and then I'm going to make it private so our conversations are between us and not the whole entire internet. If it requires me, or it asks me if I want to make questions for people to join the group, I will do that, and then you will have to answer questions to join. I'll link the Facebook group below. I'm not a huge sit on social media person. I'm not a chatty Cathy, and I'm not going to sit and chat in the group a lot. I will try to be mindful to stay engaged with you, but just know, like if you watch my channel, you already know I don't just sit and chat. It's not something I do. So yeah, I'm going to make it private so that it is more, you know what you're talking about is staying in the group, especially if you're making things for gifts. You don't want your friends and family to know what you're saying in a group. So I just think it's a good idea. And like it was mentioned, for safety's sake. Maria had addressed that in a comment that I should make it private, and I'm going to. So Facebook group will be private as soon as I take 2 minutes to do that. I will share pictures with you in the group as well, letting you know my progress, and on days that I'm not busy, then I can more easily do that. So 2 other things I wanted to talk about. I think her name is Sonia. She had said in a comment recently on the twist yarn from Dollar Tree. this stuff. She said that it is the same yarn as Twister on Ice Yarns. So I looked, and I mean, it really looks it looks like the same yarn. I think the one on Ice Yarn says that it's acrylic. This is polyester, but again, when money is available, I will probably do an order from Ice Yarns. There's a couple of yarns on there that I would like to try out, and quite honestly, I mean, their stuff is so affordable. I know you pay shipping, but it all ends up much cheaper in the end, unless you get a good deal somewhere. But I did want to say thank you to Sonia for mentioning that. I did comment back to her, telling her thank you. The other thing was Barbara. Barbara C. wanted to know how the Made with Love yarn washes. So I took a picture. I don't have the non-washed part in front of me, unless you want to look at what I have left. So this is what we're talking about. This was something I purchased at Michael's, Made with Love, the cottony one. This has the Tom Daly signature on it. He helped collaborate with them to get this yarn going. It's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 185 yards, 169 meters. It's 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, and it is a medium weight 4. Machine wash, tumble dry low. I did that. I machine washed it. I did it cold, and then I tumble dried on low. So this is the before. Like, obviously this isn't worked up in stitches, but that's what it looks like before it's washed. I made a hat, and that's what it looks like after. So before and after. Not a lot of difference there, to be honest. There is just a slight maybe fuzzing up of the yarn, but it's not crazy different. The one thing I did notice was, let me try it on really quick on my head, because when I made the hat, it was loose on me. Oh, it's still pretty darn loose. Yeah, I would say if there was shrinkage, it was very minimal shrinkage on the hat. So I'll probably gift this to my son. He likes wearing hats. And it's, you know, it's breathable because of the cotton. So Barbara, it washes great. If you follow the instructions, I think it looks pretty darn snazzy. This is my, it's called the Gorgeous Basic Beanie crochet hat. So if you're interested in making this, I'll try to remember to link that below as well. It's like one of my go-tos. I really enjoy making it. It's easy, it's simple, anyone can do it, and you can easily memorize it as well. Oh, what else was I going to talk about? Obviously, I have an amigurumi tutorial coming up, or not tutorial, but a review, an amigurumi review coming up, and stay tuned for that. Probably going to post in the Facebook group when I start what stitches I'm going to use, so that if you want to follow along with me, you sure can. Like I said, I'm using 5 different stitches, 5 different colors of yarn. I am currently gathering stuff in my stash for prizes for the Cal, just so that you have somewhat similar prizes. Yeah, just been doing all the things as far as the channel. You just don't see it. I have a tutorial coming up of my shawl. It's a great shawl. You'll see in the video that I have started and made several, so you can understand why that has not been a tutorial yet, because I just keep making them. Stay tuned for all of this. Yeah, stay tuned for all of that. Start your Cal if you want. Let me know, you know, what stitches you're using. If you're in the Facebook group, go ahead and shoot a picture. I'll start a thread so that you can share your works in progress, and then I'll probably start a post of finished items as well. And you don't have to finish your item to be qualified to win a prize. It's just if you're finished, why not just have a finished thread? If you don't want to share your tiny bits of makes all along and just want to show that you're done, that's cool too. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Until next time.